it's Jess from Meyer Hatchery, and today we're going to talk about something that every chicken keeper at some point in time or another wonders. Do I need to treat my flock even if I don't see mites? Well, today we're going to dive a little bit in, talk a little bit about treatment, prevention, and how to make sure that our flock is happy, healthy, and not itchy. Mites are a common poultry pest. You hear about them a lot. But here's the thing, not everybody has to deal with them. I can say in 8.5, 9 years, I've actually never had mites with my flock. And I've been very grateful for that. But it just depends. It could happen to you, it may not happen to you. But it's good to know prevention and treatment in case it does happen. Two types of mites are the northern fowl mites, which are mites that live on your birds all the time. They're always on your birds. Another type of mite that you might hear a lot about is the red mites. And those actually live in the corners and crevices of your coop, and they feed on your birds at night. All right, so let's dive a little deeper. What are the things that we're looking for? So we're looking for your flock friends picking at each other, or excessive picking, or they're picking at themselves, they're scratching themselves, they're pulling out their feathers. You're going to look for excessive feather loss outside of a molt season. You're going to look at their legs. I know. You're going to look at their legs, you're going to look at their skin. You're going to make sure there's no red bumps or anything like that. Another thing that you can look for is you can actually physically look for mites, and she's not going to like this at all. But I'll actually just kind of look at her skin here, and I don't know if you can see, but I'll actually make sure I don't see anything moving on her skin. So the reason I grabbed my cranky little friend here is because she has been broody for about a month now, and my broodies, when they're not using that nest or the dust bathing box, and they're spending all that time in the nest box, I'm always making sure to double check them and making sure that they're super okay. So I'm making sure that she is at least put in the dust bathing area. I try to encourage her to dust bathe, and I try to take her off the nest box, especially if she doesn't have any chicks that she's hatching. This one here, she just really wants eggs, and we have enough chicken mats. She's not getting any. So if you have a lot of broodies, that's something that you're watching for quite a bit, is you're making sure that your birds are nice and clean, and if they're not taking care of themselves like they should be, then you want to kind of encourage that. She looks really good. She has a little bump up here from fighting with one of her friends in the nest box, but other than that, she looks great. So the big question is, do I need to be treating chemically for those mites on a regular basis? And the answer is no. If you don't have any signs of mites, you don't need to be putting the chemicals in your coop, but what you can be doing is preparing your coop and making sure that you're preventing those mites in the coop. Things that you can be doing include make sure they have a really good dust bathing area. So in their area, they actually have little containers that I've made, and in there I will put diatomaceous earth, I will put a little bit of herbs, they've got lots of dirt to play in, and they can really dust bathe really well. Another thing is, take a look at your coop. If you have a wood coop, make sure it's sealed from mites. Make sure you're cleaning it on a regular basis. Recently, in the last couple years, we've switched to plastic coops because it just makes things so much easier when it comes to cleaning and preventing mites in your coop. Another thing that you can do is there is poultry prevention sprays that are natural that you can spray in your coop, and you can incorporate those into your cleaning procedures. So I think we've answered the question. Do we need to be treating when we don't see mites? No. But what we can do is we can have lots of prevention in place. So we're making sure that coop is clean, we're making sure they have a good place to dust bathe, and we're regularly checking our birds. We're checking them during the day. You can even go out at night and check your birds for the mites that come out at night. You can actually just take a flashlight and look in their vent area because that's where they congregate. And if you do see mites, don't panic. They're easy to treat. Give your coop a good cleaning and your flock will be good to go. Have you ever dealt with mites in your flock? Let us know in the comments below and how you treated those mites in your flock. Thank you so much for watching.